Are you still spending hours every week fighting After Effects, rendering overnight, breaking compositions, and watching your channel stay stuck while other creators seem to put out stunning motion graphics like it's nothing? Here's what nobody tells you. The problem isn't your skill. It's that you're using After Effects the old way. And Adobe just dropped a series of massive updates in 2026 that most creators still don't even know exist. This will mean the difference between spending a lot of time in unnecessary tasks to creating a smooth, streamlined workflow that gets the job done for you. I'm going to show you 7 tips and tricks that are going to completely change how you make content. Things I wish someone had told me from the start. Whether you're animating intros, building motion graphics, or chasing that cinematic look your audience keeps clicking away from other channels to find, these updates are a game changer. Quick thing. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping content creators like you master the tools that actually move the needle. Hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss tutorials like this every week. Okay, let's get into it. All right, tip number 1. And this is one of the most requested features the AE community has been asking for years. Adobe's 2026 update finally brought AI-powered motion blur to the timeline. Here's the real problem with the old way. Traditional motion blur was always too heavy, too subtle, or it completely destroyed your render times. So most creators just turned it off, and their animations looked stiff because of it. I've been guilty of this too. Once upon a time, this was the only choice open for creators. Now, with the AI Adaptive Motion Blur setting, right here under the Composition menu, After Effects analyzes your motion path and applies blur that actually matches how light would react in a real camera. Let me show you. Check out this demonstration. See that difference? That's what separates a creator who looks professional from one who looks like they're still on a free trial. And it renders in a fraction of the time. Tip 2. This one is for every creator who has ever accidentally broken a composition by trying to parent layers together. You know the feeling. You move one thing and suddenly your entire animation falls apart. I've had clients waiting on a delivery, and I'm in there just rebuilding from scratch. It wastes a lot of time and energy. Adobe heard you. The 2026 Smart Pre-Compose feature now lets you right-click any group of layers, hit Smart Pre-Compose, and After Effects automatically creates a null object, parents everything correctly, and names it based on your layer names. One click. Done. It even writes basic expressions for scale and position so everything stays locked when you move the parent. This is huge for complex motion graphic projects. Tip 3. And this one is massive if you work with a team or a video editor. After Effects now supports real-time cloud collaboration through Adobe's updated Creative Cloud Sync layer. How many of you, in 2025, were still emailing .aep files back and forth, dealing with project file corrupted errors, working on the wrong version because your editor had a different render setting? I want you to actually think about how many hours that has cost you. That ends now. You can share a live project link. Your collaborators open it in their own AE, and you can see each other's layer changes in near real time. It's like Google Docs, but for motion graphics. For creators working with editors on YouTube series, ad campaigns, or branded content, this is going to cut your production time dramatically, and it makes you look a lot more professional to clients. Number 4, color grading inside. After Effects has always been fine. But the 2026 update brought over Lumitri's neural color tools, the same AI-powered ones Premiere Pro users have had for a while, directly into After Effects. What this means for you, you can now match the color of your motion graphics to your footage automatically. Import a reference frame from your B-roll, apply neural color match, and After Effects adjusts the entire composition to match. Consistent color across your whole video. No more jarring cuts between your animated lower thirds and your live footage. That's the kind of polish that turns a good video into one people actually share. Okay, this is it. This is the tip I told you about at the start of the video. If you're a creator who uses characters, even simple flat illustrations, this update is going to blow your mind. Adobe released AutoRig AI in the 2026.2 patch. And it does something I genuinely did not think we'd see for another 2 or 3 years. You import any character illustration, PNG, SVG, even a Photoshop file. And After Effects automatically detects the limbs, joints, and pivot points, then generates a full puppet rig. Automatically. No manual pinning, no expressions, no DUIK. Just one button. Look at that. It detected the arms, legs, head, and even the fingers. And now I just grab this controller and animate character walking. Done. A fully animated character in under 2 minutes. I used to spend 5 to 6 hours rigging a character for a single explainer video. This took 2 minutes. 2 minutes. For content creators making educational videos, product explainers, or branded storytelling, this streamlines the whole workflow to a smoother and more polished process that saves time and energy. Number 6, the render queue. If you've ever had to leave your computer running overnight just to export a 90-second intro sequence, this is your moment. The 2026 Render Queue 2.0 now integrates with Adobe's cloud rendering pipeline. You queue your composition, check Cloud Render, and Adobe's servers, not your laptop, handle the export. You get a notification when it's done and download the finished file. Your machine stays completely free the entire time. It uses your Creative Cloud credits, so check your plan. But for most creators doing 1 or 2 exports per week, it's well within the included allocation. Last one, and I'm saving this because it's going to immediately change how you repurpose content across platforms. You know how you make a YouTube video and then have to completely redo your motion graphics for Shorts or Instagram Reels? That stops today. After Effects 2026 introduced responsive design anchors. You tag your layers as pinned to specific regions of the frame. Then, when you resize the composition to 9:16, everything intelligently repositions. Your lower thirds stay at the bottom, your logo stays top right, your text stays centered. This alone has cut my repurposing workflow in half. 1 composition. All formats. Done. All right. 7 tips, 7 problems solved. AI motion blur. Smart precompose. Cloud collaboration. Neural color match. Auto rig AI. Cloud rendering. And responsive design anchors. These aren't just nice-to-have features, they are the difference between a channel that grows and one that stalls. Now is the time to use it for your next projects. Here's your challenge. Pick 1 tip from this video, go use it in your next project, and drop a comment below telling me which one you chose and what happened. I'm very interested in your results, and if you wish, I can create another follow-up video about what you did. Just put your comments down below. I rate everyone, and the best ones might show up in a follow-up video soon. If this video saved you time, taught you something, or just reminded you why. After Effects is still the best motion graphics tool on the planet. Subscribe. It takes a few seconds of your time, costs you nothing, and it helps this channel keep making content that actually matters to creators like you. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.